Okay, we're going to talk about something that lives right at the heart of our digital lives, and let's be honest, probably drives you crazy: the absolute mess of managing events on our calendars.
You know the drill, right? You get an email for some webinar. You click RSVP. Then you get another email with an add to calendar link. You click that. And then you kind of just hope for the best. You spend the next week with that little voice in the back of your head asking, did that actually work? Is it on the right calendar? Did they change the time? It's this low-grade anxiety that we've all just accepted as normal. Well, here's the thing. What if I told you that feeling of being disorganized, that nagging doubt, it's not your fault? Seriously, it's not about your memory or how organized you are. The problem is the broken, clunky, outdated technology that we're all just forced to put up with. So, if we're going to fix this, we first have to understand exactly why the whole system feels so fundamentally broken in the first place.
I mean, just think about it for a second. For one single event, you get the first email, then a confirmation email, and then probably 2 or 3 reminder emails just begging you to show up. For businesses, this is just a super inefficient way to do things. And for you, it's a fire hose of notifications that basically says, hey, good luck keeping all this straight. It's on you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, but wait, what about the Add to Calendar button? Isn't that supposed to solve all this? Well, let's take a much closer look at what's really going on when you click that little guy. See, it's not some seamless, magical connection. It's a chore. You click it and all it does is download a dead static file. Then you have to cross your fingers and hope it actually imports into the right calendar on your phone or computer. And get this, even after you do all that, you still have to go fill out a separate RSVP form so the organizer actually knows you're planning to be there. It's completely disconnected. And this brings us to the biggest, most fundamental flaw in the whole system. After you've jumped through all those hoops, the event finally shows up on your calendar, and you see those familiar buttons: yes, no, maybe. So you click yes, but where does that yes actually go? And the answer, which is kind of shocking, is nowhere. It goes absolutely nowhere. As this quote lays out, those buttons are basically fake. The system literally tricks your calendar app into showing them. When you click one, you're basically shouting into the void. It's a one-way data drop that just gives you the false security that you've done what you needed to do. So, if the old way is just a complete illusion, what's the fix? Well, the solution isn't just a slightly better button. It's about completely rethinking how we talk to our calendars. And it's called a Calendar Invite Server, or CIS for short. The easiest way to think about it is like a smart translator that sits between the event organizer and your calendar. It lets any website or app send a real calendar invite. And by real, I mean one that creates a direct two-way connection. So that invite can be created, sent, tracked, and here's the magic part: it can be updated or even canceled automatically without you having to do a single thing. And what's great is that for the organizer, it's incredibly easy. They just create an event in the calendar they already use every single day. Google Calendar, Outlook, whatever. They send that one event to a special email address, and the CIS instantly spits out little codes they can put anywhere: a button in an email, a link on their website. That's it. No more juggling different platforms or dealing with clunky file downloads. Okay, so let's put these two systems side by side. You're going to see that the difference is, well, it's night and day. This table really just lays it all out. Just look at the row for event updates. With the old way, if the time changes, they have to send out a whole new email blast and hope you see it. With the new way, boom, it's just pushed to your calendar automatically. And it all boils down to that bottom row: communication. The old way is a one-time data dump. The new way is a living, two-way conversation that lasts for the entire life of the event. So, what's the big picture here? This isn't just about fixing a small, everyday annoyance. This technology completely unlocks a massive new market, all by treating the calendar not just as a dumb notebook, but as a powerful platform. And if you need any proof that solving calendar problems is big business, look no further than Calendly. By figuring out a better way to do web scheduling, they built a company valued at $3 billion. It just goes to show you there is immense value in making our calendars actually work for us. And once you start thinking about it, the applications are literally everywhere. Imagine clicking one button and getting your favorite team's entire season schedule on your calendar with game times that update automatically. Or getting an invite to a product launch, and as the day gets closer, the calendar event itself gets updated with special discount codes. This can be plugged into almost any digital experience.
What this really represents is a huge philosophical shift from being form first to being calendar first. The old way is all about getting you to fill out a form. And then, as an afterthought, maybe you'll add it to your calendar. The new model understands that the most valuable thing you can do is secure that spot on the calendar first. That single click is a real commitment, and it opens up a direct line for communication.
So let's zoom out for a minute and think about what this really could mean for how we manage our lives. We have to stop thinking of our calendar as just a static grid of appointments. With this kind of technology, it becomes a living, breathing, dynamic channel. It's not a notebook anymore. It's an interactive assistant. That webinar invite on your calendar could automatically get updated with a link to the slides after it's over. That concert ticket could get updated with a coupon for merchandise. The event on your calendar becomes the one true hub for everything about that event. And that really leaves us with one final big question. We all live with the nightmare of inbox overload, right? Constantly digging through old email threads for the right link or the latest time. But just imagine, what if your calendar, not your inbox, became the single reliable source of truth for where you need to be and what you need to know? That is the incredible promise of fixing this one simple but totally broken piece of our digital world.